unfortunately, with most people, it's you only really start to discuss disability if it affects you. Most people just don't think about it, but when you design for a person with a disability, it automatically works for basically everybody else.
I didn't realize until it affected me that brands don't make fashion inclusive, and fashion is super important.
It was only in the 80s that you started to get things like the Specsavers on the high street, and you started to see that complete transformation. And I believe that was the power of fashion and the power of people.
24% of the UK population has a disability, and also my clothing doesn't exclude anybody, it works for everybody.
We put on what we put on to express ourselves, and people who are living with disability have often not had the experience in doing that.
And why is choice important, do you think, Jim? We were just talking about this, that we want to wear, we want to wear, we want to have relationships with fashion. Why is that important?
It gives the ownership and that sense of expressing yourself.
What are the next steps to encouraging the apparel industry to develop widely available, inclusive, adaptive, functional, stylish clothing for consumers with disabilities?
Inform, inspire,
Inform,
inspire,
inspire.
inspire, and help them on the journey. It's okay to learn, you know.
We need to start education, and then eventually it will mean all these people get into the right places. It's really how we're going to change it. Is start them all, basically.
Yeah, and I think it's being part of the conversation. I think it's being people first. You know, the more I talk to people living with disability, the more I learn, the more I share. The only thing we can do, the biggest thing we can do as human beings, is learn from each other.
Pieces of clothing are really key to everyday life, and thinking about fitting in and having that relationship with fashion is really important for all of us. And so it's great to have this conversation with all of you. Thank you so much to the Manchester Art Gallery, to Gavin, to Manchester Fashion Institute, and to our wonderful panel. And the conversation will continue.